Hey friends, welcome to Science Question Mark with Mary. Today what we're going to be doing is making a rainbow jar. So we're going to use some weird supplies throughout your house and some stuff that were in your boxes, and what we're going to be doing is learning about substance density, and basically what that means is how much space something takes up within a thing. Is my very layman's term to explain that. So we're going to be putting a bunch of different kinds of liquids in this jar, and we're going to hopefully kind of create some version of a rainbow using what we've got. So some of the supplies that I will be using today is going to be a jar. You have some cups in your boxes, please use a cup, or if you have a jar like this, go for it. So I've got this, I have some water here, I've got some food coloring that I'm going to try to use. Food coloring. I don't have any rubbing alcohol in my house, so I've got some witch hazel here. I've got some honey, some light corn syrup, some olive oil, and I have some dish soap. Let's see, I also brought out some apple cider vinegar just because I'm interested in what it's gonna do if we pour that in there. So we might just try that out at the end. Alright, so out of your supplies, the things we're gonna start with first is our dish soap. So preferably we want to use some clear dish soap, but if you have colored dish soap, so be it. It's okay. We'll make it work. It's about making a rainbow anyway, so if it's a different color, then it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's get started. All right. We are going to start with our dish soap. So you're going to want to, how do I open this? Okay, we're going to want to put in a good amount. And when we pour it, we don't want it to touch the sides. So you don't want to pour it like this, you just want to pour it straight in. So let's try this out. Ooh. I'm not really sure how much we're supposed to do for this. So for context, Sarah, our assistant director, who is a science teacher, I'm a camp director, she sent me this to do. So that's why it's Science Question Mark with Mary and not real science with Sarah, because it'll just be more of an adventure this way. Alright, so here's what I've got. I've got some dish soap. Little bubbles are coming up to the top. And yeah, step one. Check. Next, we are going to put in some water. Yes, we're going to put in some water. I had to make sure. Okay, let's try this out. So we can actually put in some food coloring for this. Last time I tried this, I put in the food coloring afterwards, and I think that was probably a fail. So we're gonna try this again. Oh, my fingers just stopped being green. Ugh. Okay. Food coloring stains your skin, but it will come off, don't worry. So will you finish this looking like a Smurf? You might. Or a Shrek, or a whatever something red is, could be. Okay, I'm going to get a stick so I can stir. Alright. We've got ourselves some green water. Okay, so now what we want to do is put our green water, our Shrek pea, into our soap. Do I know what's supposed to happen here? No. Will we find out together? Hopefully. Alright, here's what we got going on. It looks like we've got some separation happening. So the bottom we've got some clear, and then we have a nice layer of green. Okay. I'd say that was pretty successful for our first go. Alright, yeah, look, the more time that we have, that we give it, the more we can see that separation. Nice. Success. Green check. Verified. Green check? Blue check? I'm not a youth anymore. Okay. Olive oil next. We're going to pour in a healthy amount of olive oil. So for those of you who have taken some science classes before, which I hope you have, you know that oil and water do not like each other. So we're going to see pretty clear separation here. And let's try this out. Whoa. Can you see that? So I think the olive oil is supposed to be our yellow. More, why not? Okay. Ooh. Alright. Looking pretty interesting here. So that oil is going to sit on top of that water. So we've got our soap, our green water, and we have now a nice layer of olive oil, and that really looks like pee. Before we had Shrek pee, now we have like unhealthy pee. Cool. Okay. What are we doing next? Oh, next we're gonna do some light corn syrup. So, I'm not really sure what color we should do next, so I'm just gonna mix red and green together and see what happens. This is not an art class, so I can't tell you what red and green makes because it probably doesn't really make anything exciting. Night! Come here! Come here, buddy! That's my dog. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Okay. We have a separation down at the bottom. Hey! Hey! Stop! Stop it. Stop it. Corn syrup is sweet. That's why my dog is licking at it. Alright, so it looks like we've got two, like, bottom layers of separation going on here. Alright, alright. We're doing this. Now, I got some honey from ShopRite. Stop it. And we're gonna see where this falls in our little thingy. Not really sure how much I need to be using. I think that's kind of my, Hey, stop! Okay. So it looks like the honey is trying to figure out where it belongs. Same. And it's either mixing with the soap or replacing the soap at the bottom. I don't know. Let's let this sit for a second and let's see what happens. Okay. It looks like the honey replaced the soap for the bottom. So now there's honey, soap, green water, and olive oil. We're gonna try out some apple cider vinegar next. Oh, I forget how strong it is. Okay. We love apple cider vinegar. Ooh, it's getting really foamy, fuzzy. What was I saying? We love apple cider vinegar, very good health benefits, great for the skin, great for the hair. We love. Apparently great for science projects too. We're also definitely not supposed to move this around, like swirl it. I know this is supposed to be does not smell very good, a rainbow. I feel like we're going slightly bumblebee with it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that's okay. Alright, what do we do now? Yes, I remember. Witch hazel. Witch hazel is what we are doing next. Let's try this out. Okay, so I know for witch hazel we need to do it very slowly. Slowly is the name of this game. I forgot to bring a dropper, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of witch hazel. If you have rubbing alcohol, try to use that. Let's see how that works. And I've got a little bit of the food coloring in it. And what we want to do with this, either if you have your dropper or if you're doing it my style, we are going to put it like along the edge so that it kind of touches. Oh. Do I need more? Guys, what am I doing wrong? It's okay. It's okay. Literally all science is you thinking of an idea and then it getting proven wrong. So this is science either way. We're fine. Everything's fine. I don't think I'm doing that right. What am I doing? This looks like a blooper scene out of a scary movie. What am I doing? This is why I became a camp director and not a scientist. So, what's going on? Okay. Okay, it's fine. Just gonna throw that in there, see what happens to that. Nothing? Cool. Alright, let's just keep trying more, I think. I feel like more maybe is the answer. Probably not. Okay. Whoa. Sarah, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's successful. We have done something successful, I believe. Listen, here's the moral of this activity, okay? The moral is you want to be able to see these separations. What that separation means is that based on the density of our substances, so our olive oils, our corn syrups, our honeys, our soap, our water, all of it, it's separating from heaviest to lightest. So ideally, or not ideally, that's the wrong word, in theory, witch hazel or alcohol, it's a super light liquid, right? Alcohol burns up. If you ever had any food or like baked anything, sometimes you can put alcohol in it, and then when you cook it, it actually evaporates super quick. Like with gasoline, right? We use gasoline. Gasoline is no, that's wrong. If you cook with alcohol, not like this kind of alcohol, but you can cook with different stuff to give flavors, when you heat it up like on the stove or you're baking it, the alcohol comes out, but the flavoring stays. So that means that it's a super light kind of liquid. Whereas honey, you can see that honey is thick. Like I have this tipped over and it's like that. It's so thick. So obviously that is gonna have a higher density, which means that it's gonna go towards the bottom. That's what we've learned today. Please don't consume this. It has things that you shouldn't put in your body in it. One, being all of this amount of food coloring. Two, being the toxic things like the alcohol and the soap. Don't eat those. Night! That's my dog. Sorry, you guys. He keeps moving. You want to come say hi? He's very nice. Okay. Well, here's what we've got. Let's try something. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna see what happens here. We can check it out here. So we can see that definition on the top coming in a lot now. Between the alcohol and the vinegar and the oil. That's happening a lot. We can see it at the bottom. We've got our clear layers, and that middle part is getting super thick. All right, that was Science with Mary. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you learned anything, I hope that it's that you don't eat this at the end, because that would be terrible. Please don't do that. Additionally, we've got a little bit of a hello from Camp Morty. So I'm up here at camp right now, and camp sounds very weird because you don't hear kids screaming in the background, having fun. All you hear are the birds chirping and the trees moving in the breeze. So we miss you very much up here at Mountain Lakes at Camp Morty, and hopefully we see you soon. All right, bye guys.